It's been more than 2 weeks, and we're still looking at a stalemated situation.
Russia's war on Ukraine is now on day 20.
And we haven't seen that type of large conflict for quite some time.
Jody Ferguson, a former senior advisor at the Pentagon who has lived in Russia, says this is the first war to happen in modern European society since World War II.
Very, very difficult for Americans to imagine. But if you could imagine a tank rolling down your street, that's a bit like the situation you'd be seeing in Ukraine.
Right now, he says the most important piece of information to come out of this war so far is that Ukraine has not folded to the Russian army.
The Ukrainian government is still in power, and that they're still opposing the Russians with a lot of force, and that the Russian government and the Russian army has not taken the country.
With no end date in sight, Ferguson says there are a few options to end the war, and that's if Russia successfully takes over or Ukraine defeats a majority of the Russian army. However, he's hoping for the third and most realistic option to come to fruition.
In my mind, I'm hoping that there's going to be some sort of agreement.
As for NATO stepping in, Ferguson says it's highly unlikely for now, unless Russia moves into NATO territory, which so far they have not.
Bringing NATO into the war at this stage, whether it's because of Russian action or because of the decision of NATO itself, portends a much larger and a much longer and a much more bloody conflict. So I'm hopeful and hoping for some sort of resolution to the war, whether it's a defeat by Russia or an agreement at the table.
Amanda Ruiz, Fox 7 Austin News.